In a New York Times op-ed piece, she has announced that she underwent a preventive double mastectomy last month to dramatically reduce the chances of getting breast cancer. Jolie has a family history of cancer, and she discovered that she carried a faulty gene which sharply increases her risk of developing cancer. In her own words, she says, "I wanted to write this to tell other women that the decision to have a mastectomy was not easy, but it is one I am very happy that I made. My chances of developing breast cancer have dropped from 87% to under 5%. I can tell my children that they don't need to fear they will lose me to breast cancer." Dr. Mitchell, tell me, how common is a preventative double mastectomy?
Thank you very much, John. Well, having a preventive double mastectomy for women who found to carry a gene fault here in Australia, about 20% of those women choose to have their breast removed. But that tells you that 80% of women then choose to keep their breasts and put their reliance in screening.
Is it becoming more common?
It's becoming slightly more common. I think women are becoming more confident in their choices as the choices around breast reconstructions increase. I think particularly as women are able to access this kind of surgery through the public sector means that it's within the reach of any woman who's at risk.
This is quite a complicated procedure. She wrote in the New York Times that it took about 3 months from very beginning to very end. Given all of that and knowing what you know about what's involved, are you surprised that she managed to keep all of this private?
Look, I think I'm surprised that she managed to keep all of this private on one level, but of course health information and genetic information is an incredibly private type of information, and certainly all professionals that are involved with managing and helping people who've got health scares and are concerned about their genes and genetic risk, we're all very careful about privacy. So I think I'm not surprised on one level because the professionals will be trained to keep this private. But I think, I would just really like to congratulate Angelina Jolie for coming out about something that is so personal and so private, because I think she really will give hope and inspiration to women who are struggling with these decisions. They're not easy decisions to make. They're profound decisions that really strike at the heart of women's sense of self and femininity. I think having someone who, is upheld as a real icon of femininity, if she's able to go through this kind of surgery and come out at the other end, and I'm very glad that she's done this, will give them a great sense of hope if they're struggling with the same decision themselves.